He looks like a man who gave up on life. Quiet, routine, invincible. But the truth is far worse because the moment he decides to fight back, nobody can stop him. This is nobody.
Hutch Mansell lives in a painfully ordinary life. He wakes up early, drinks the same coffee, takes the bus to work even though he owns a car. His job is boring. His marriage feels distant. Even his son barely respects him. Every day feels exactly the same. He is, quite literally, nobody. One night, that routine breaks. Two burglars break into his house. They're nervous, desperate, not professionals. Hutch wakes up and quietly walks into the hallway. His son tries to stop them, even tackles one of them. Hutch has a chance to act, but he doesn't. He hesitates and lets them go. To everyone else, it looks like cowardice. His son is disappointed. His wife is distant. Even the police seem unimpressed. Hutch becomes a subject of quiet judgment, a man who failed to protect his family. But something inside him starts to crack.
Let this happen. My beautiful wife, beautiful kids.
The next day, Hutch realizes his daughter's kitty bracelet is missing. It's cheap, meaningless to anyone else, but to her, it matters. And to Hutch, it becomes a final trigger. He snaps. Hutch tracks the burglars down to a rundown apartment. He confronts them. The tension builds. He looks ready to unleash something dangerous. Then he sees their baby, sick, struggling. Everything stops. The robbery wasn't about greed, it was desperation. Hutch doesn't hurt them. Instead, he leaves money behind and walks away. But the anger doesn't go away.
Ah! I speak, you listen. You know why I'm here. Because I'm a good man. I'm a family man.
On the bus ride home, fate hands him another chance. A group of drunk men stumble onto the bus, loud, aggressive, and looking for trouble. They harass a young woman. No one steps in. Hutch does. At first, it seems like a bad idea. There are too many of them. They're bigger, younger, reckless. But Hutch doesn't back down. He asks them to leave, calm, controlled. They laugh, and that's when everything changes. Hutch takes a deep breath, and you can feel it. This isn't a normal man preparing for a fight. This is something else. Something trained. Something dangerous. Then the violence explodes. It's messy, brutal, not clean or heroic. Hutch gets hit hard. He bleeds. He struggles, but he keeps going. Every movement is deliberate, efficient, ruthless. One by one, the attackers go down. By the end, the bus is silent, bodies everywhere. Hutch is barely standing. And for the first time, he looks alive. At the hospital, one of the injured men is revealed to be connected to something much bigger. He's the brother of a powerful Russian mob boss named Yulian Kuznetsov. Yulian is not someone you cross. He is volatile, unpredictable, obsessed with power and respect. When he learns what happened to his brother, he demands revenge. Meanwhile, Hutch goes home, but things are different now. His wife notices something has changed. Hutch digs out old documents, weapons, gold coins, evidence of a past life he tried to bury. Then the phone rings. Hutch answers. He delivers a chilling warning. He tells the caller to forget about the bus, walk away, leave his family alone. But Julian doesn't listen. because men like him never do. What follows is a slow escalation into chaos. Julian sends men after Hutch. They break into his home, but Hutch is ready. He turns his house into a trap. Every corner becomes a weapon. Every move is calculated. The attackers don't stand a chance. Hutch isn't just fighting back, he's enjoying it. As a body count rises, Hutch reveals more of who he really is. He used to be a cleaner, the kind of man governments send when they want problems erased quietly, permanently. He was the last person he ever wanted to meet, but he left that life behind, chose a quiet existence, tried to be normal, until now. Julian realizes he's dealing with someone far worse than expected, but instead of backing down, his ego pushes him further. He declares war. Hutch knows what's coming, so he prepares. He sends his family away for safety. Then he visits his father, who lives in a retirement home. At first, it seems like a normal visit. Then you realize something's off. His father isn't just an old man, he's dangerous too. When Julian's men attack the retirement home, they walk into a massacre. Hutch's father grabs a shotgun and casually starts taking them out. Calm, efficient, almost amused. It's darkly funny, completely unexpected. This isn't just Hutch's fight anymore, it's family business. Back in the city, Hutch escalates things further. He attacks Julian's operations, burns money, destroys assets, sends a message. You picked the wrong man. Julian, furious and desperate, gathers everything he has. He prepares for one final confrontation, a full scale assault. Hutch does the same. He chooses the battleground, his workplace, a seemingly ordinary factory, but inside, it becomes a war zone. Hutch rigs the entire place with traps, explosives, weapons hidden everywhere. He turns it into a maze of death. When Julian and his army arrive, they think they're walking into an easy victory. They're wrong. The fight is relentless. Gunfire echoes through the building. Explosions rip through walls. Hutch moves like a ghost, precise and unstoppable. Every step of the enemy is predicted. Then reinforcements arrive. Hutch's father shows up. So does his half brother. It turns into controlled chaos. Despite overwhelming numbers, Hutch's side hold the advantage because they're not just fighting, they're hunting. One by one, Julian's men fall. Finally, it comes down to Hutch and Julian. Julian is terrified now. The confidence is gone. The power is gone. He tries to bargain, tries to regain control, but Hutch doesn't negotiate. Not anymore. The final confrontation is quick, brutal, inevitable. Hutch kills Julian. Just like that, it's over. Or at least it seems that way. In the aftermath, the police arrive. But instead of chaos, there's something strange. Everything is handled. Charges disappear. Records vanish. It's as if someone powerful is cleaning up behind Hutch. Because even now, he's not just nobody. He never was. Time passes. Hutch reunites with his family. They start fresh, new house, new beginning. Things feel almost normal again. Almost. Because in the final moments, Hutch and his wife meet with a real estate agent. They're looking for a home with something specific, a basement, big enough for what's coming next. And as they walk away, you realize something chilling. Hutch didn't escape his past, he embraced it. He chose this life again because deep down, being nobody was never who he really was. And now, anyone who comes after him will learn the same lesson Julian did. You don't mess with a man who has nothing to lose, especially when that man is Hutch Mansell. Now, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the recap of Nobody. Join me in the next adventure.